19th century, and so was Noval. We were all caught up in that devastation, and for some reason, when in the early 20th century everyone had discovered that using American rootstock would solve the problem, this small parcel in the middle of the Quinta would survive and not die by phylloxera. So at the time, Antonio José da Silva, that replanted the Quinta, noticed that fact and maintained that small plot in ungrafted vines. It's not a pre-phylloxera vineyard, as most people usually say. It's not a pre-phylloxera. Perhaps there are one or two vines still surviving from that pre-phylloxera era, but generally speaking, it was replanted in 1924. So it's just under 1 century old now, and it yields extraordinary wines. When you compare an ungrafted vine to a grafted vine, you can actually see a difference. If you stand by each other in June, when there's all that lush vegetation in the vineyards, you can see that Noval vines are smaller, the green of the leaves is much paler, the bunches are smaller, the berries are smaller, so there's an awful lot of concentration going on. So perhaps those were the original vines of the Douro, most certainly were. And so we compare, and the wines are also always different from the other vintage we make at Noval. Not necessarily better, but different. And that's due to the ungrafted vines. Then secondly, these wines are all made in stone lagages. Lagages are the traditional Douro fermentation tanks that we use to make top quality port wines. Most, if not all, of the vintage ports made at the time were all made in stone lagages, and it's a tradition that we